Hi, everyone. Oh, I see Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. Hi.
I'm muted then.
Hi, everyone. Hi, guys.
Like we never say hello. We're meeting each other like every day.
Oh, Natalia. Hi, Natalia. Glad to see you guys.
Hi.
Yeah, dig that.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Good morning, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, I think that we should make us on the spotlight, put all of us on the spotlight as people join in. Perfect. I see that it's happening. Awesome.
Our
Great.
technical genius is onto it. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. People are joining. So I think that it's 9:04 in California. And hello, everyone, and welcome to the second live session today. And as I will make a quick introduction, I will ask you, while others joining, can you please put in the chat, and we will actually have a slide for, for that. Can you put in the chat your name, your profession, and where are you joining from? Your country or your city, your country or your city. So, all right. Actually, we had the first live session and received such a great feedback, how useful it was, how honest, and thank you so much for always emailing or texting us on Instagram. Never hold back yourself if you want to give some praise. And today we are super excited to talk with Roman. He is now, and he will, of course, we will give Roman an extended introduction, but I will just give a quick one. He's a top Lake Como wedding photographer. And I think that it's so great that you joined today, because you will totally get a tons of insight on how to break into the upscale market, because Roman promised us that today it's not going to be just a formal conversation, right? It will be the honest conversation of your journey, which is, we just figured out that was 12 years journey of conquering the Lake Como Everest.
We're getting old. It's been 12 years already.
It's been 12 years. Yeah, that's right. So, and of course, it didn't happen overnight, but you did some certain steps professionally and from marketing perspective to be the photographer where like not only the top one, but also the photographer with like great appreciation of your couples, where I think that couples lining up to book you for their wedding. So yeah, I think that we can get started. And we will just move on, I will also read the comments in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just greeting people from all around the world. We have people from San Diego, California, Arizona, Poland, Italy, Germany. Okay, Virginia. Hi, Tiffany. Mexico, Israel, Canada, New York and LA, Germany again, Guatemala. Wow. This is amazing.
Los Cabos, Mexico. I've just been there. Dallas, Texas. I've been there a year ago. Tiffany from Virginia.
Greece. I already mentioned it. Yeah. So this is amazing. France, Greece, Italy. So basically, yes, from all around the world, except Australia and New Zealand. I think because they still asleep.
They promised they will watch the recording. Kate
Yes.
promised that she will watch the recording. All right.
Okay, so moving on, and let me introduce our today's speaker, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Roman Ivanov. I would say that today we are the friends. He's one of my dearest friends already, but we started as a partners, and yes, it's been a 12-year journey. So yeah, we're getting old, but I'm so proud of this beautiful man's journey, because today he's one of the most successful photographers in Italy, specifically in Lake Como. He's been nominated by several blogs, including ours, to be like one of the top 15 photographers in Italy. It's quite an achievement, I would say. He's been published in Vogue, Tatler, of course, at Vet Vibes, and we just remember that he was on the cover of the Vet Vibes, and we will talk about this story a little bit later. He nails 5-figure contracts at this point and grows organically. And if you follow him on Instagram, he has 70,000 people. And I remember that you had maybe like 3,000 or 4,000 or something like that. Yeah, so we would love to talk with Roman about his journey, and this is gonna be quite an interesting lecture because we were working together for like several years. So we, like me and Alina, we're gonna chime in and give our own comments as well, and we're gonna interview Roman, and so he will give us like his journey. He will talk about his story, his journey, and yeah, moving on. So hello.
Can I say?
Let's dive in.
Okay. Yeah. Can I say thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you very much for such a beautiful presentation. I just catch like one thought in my mind that I look at the Como. It's in my window, or the beautiful city, and you are speaking about me in such beautiful words, and how this universe, how beautiful is it? How it could be happen? Could this and this moment I'm sitting here speaking with you, and you're saying about me such cool things. I'm so proud, and I'm so grateful for you, to you that you are doing that, and for all support you did for the rest, the previous years of my career. Dasha, Lina, cannot be thankful enough to you for that. And yeah, let's dive in.
Yep, diving in. It's all true, by the way. So whatever we tell
Diving in.
about, it's all true. So all the praise is accepted. This is your best day to receive all of these compliments. Okay, so
Thank you very much.
we're gonna talk about all the steps you actually done to come to the place you are today. And we're gonna talk about it more, so we're gonna dive in each one of them, and we're gonna start with editorials and workshops, because I remember like back in the day, of course, and you, as many of us, wanted to work specifically like where you are right now, in this beautiful, magnificent place named Lake Como, because this is one of the most desired destinations for wedding planners, photographers, makeup artists, floral artists, etc. And I love this quote from Carrie Goldberg. Many of you, I think, know her. She was the wedding editor of Harper's Bazaar, and today she's a like super successful stylist, wardrobe stylist. And she told at one interview, she actually gave us this phrase, and we love using it right now. You show work you want more of. And this is exactly why we came up with this idea of creating all of these editorials. And here you can see the work we've done with Roman. It was like on the right slide, I believe it was Villa Pizza.
Exactly.
Many of you maybe know that John Legend and Chrissy Teigen actually tied the note there. And on the left side, we have the Villa Balbiano. And I remember we were actually one of the first ones who actually worked, because it wasn't open for everyone for the weddings and celebrations. It was like a private villa, and they just opened it in, I believe, like 2018 or something. And we were the first ones who actually were able to shot there. So we have like the long history with them. So let's talk about it. So why did you decide to chime in, to actually jump to this opportunity and to create a tutorial with us? And what did you get from it?
First of all, it's one of the milestones of my career. After these photo shoots, I came back to Russia as a different photographer, as in like another level photographer. When I published this picture, yeah, it's become so popular in Russia, and I mean, this has become popular in the world, and because of the places are magnificent, and for sure the beautiful ladies there and the team who help us in Dasha. I remember this moment we were sitting here in Como. I actually run through this place a lot. I mean, I was jogging, and I see this apartment. We were sitting on the balcony, so what it was a situation when I was struggling, and I call this moment like a glass roof, or transparent roof, when you try to climb up as a photographer, as a I mean, any professional thing, and you do everything nice. You shoot nice pictures. When you come to the wedding, everyone's satisfied. And I have like 40 or 50 projects this year. The year before, it was 2018, and like all my clients were satisfied. The wedding planners were happy. Everything was happy, but I have lots of like the wedding planner sent me inquire, and after that reply, oh, the couple selected another photographer. Couple selected another photographer, and I was like, oh, I was so angry. Not angry. I was not burnout. Yeah, disappointed. And this moment I decided what I can do. I can like blame this photographer, or I can be jealous, or I can do like what can I do? I understood that only one thing I can control is my portfolio and things I can really do by my hands. This two. So I decided to try to create a workshop to come to Italy and change my style at the same time. Because before that, I was shooting film like a fine art photographer, and I was quite satisfied with that because one of my pictures as a fine art photographer was on the cover of Wedding Wipes, and it was very nice moments of my life. But I feel that something not nice, and I decided that I can sell my film camera. I sold it actually. Also, I decided to change the color palette of my Instagram because I was I decided to find some other approach, some other style. And when you shoot editorial for the shoot, you can like create some art. You're not waiting for you don't have any client who will be satisfied or not with your project, who pay to you. So I was paying for this, not for all by my own, because it wasn't possible to pay for such beautiful villas, because it's like the amount of money is insane. But with a great team who give us possibility, for example, Wed Wipes give me possibility to go to these villas and do editorial photo shoot there. So I did for the shoot in a different style. I was using different technique. It was one of the first photo shoot which I did without film. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to change my style. I wanted to change my life because I wasn't satisfied with the results I have, and I wasn't to show my creativity. I was wanting to show my creativity, different colors, different everything, and it was a very good basement for these editorial projects. So I sold my camera, etc. Yes, I sold my camera. I found a student. a student for me because I was like, I decided to make it like a one-on-one session. Mm-hmm. And the one beautiful lady, she's a photographer from my team actually right now, Anna. She trusted me and paid me a certain amount of money for explanation her how to shoot. Like she took one-on-one session from me, and after that she agreed to come with me to these beautiful places for the photo shoot. It was not cheap, absolutely, and he paid a lot, but with her money, it was possible for us to come to Italy, to rent apartment, to pay for the models, and to do everything. So, like it wasn't for we didn't have any money after that. Actually, I paid from my pockets a lot, but we have a beautiful photo shoot. And it was something new because it wasn't film, it wasn't the same posing as usually, and it was very good. So I came back home and I feel difference that like brides start selecting me, even if their friends selected other photographers before. And it was the beginning of the good things in my life.
So that was like, as you said, it was a turning point for you.
Yeah, one of them, yes, absolutely. And two things together: the new style, because I know that many photographers are afraid to change the style because like you have portfolio from your previous years, and the clients pay you money, book a contract, book you your date with a like portfolio which you did before. And this year, this photo shoot was possibility for me to tell to my clients, oh guys, what do you think about these colors? Mm-hmm. Do you mind if I try to do something new, something different at your wedding? And they were like, yeah, let's do it, Roman. And I changed my style absolutely, like 100%. And I remember the moment after that photo shoot maybe in a few months. Yeah, I remember this photo shoot was 1 month before my wedding with Nadia, with my wife. And Dasha, I remember these moments. So, and May, we were, and 3rd of May, we were in Antalya, and I did it was like 1 month after this photo shoot. I shoot the first photo shoot 1 month after this editorial project. We were in Antalya, Turkey, and we did pictures of the beautiful wedding there, and I decided to develop it in the new colors. And I showed to the bride these pictures and told her, can I try to do the same colors? And she told me yes. And when I sent her pictures, she was super happy. And I was like, wow, so I can change my style so easily. No one care about some specific things like a film or some other thing. And yeah, and so back to 5 years ago, it was something new, something not the same as we have for 5 or 10 years before. So that was a turning point, absolutely.
Yeah, so basically the opportunity to participate like in a tutorials workshop or maybe create your own editorial like inspiration shoot is to experiment, because like all the weddings, they have a certain rules and you are just in a tight schedule. You don't have this opportunity to experiment on everything. You can experiment, you can invest in some beautiful whatever, the dresses, the decor, the venue, and it's to showcase your portfolio and to maybe it's opportunity to change your style, to change, like you said, like the editing of your photos, basically to showcase like what are you capable of. And building on mentioning, like remembering Carrie, and she mentioned in the interview that she's a stylist today, is a wardrobe stylist, still working on her portfolio, and sometimes to invest in beautiful pictures. She and her team even like kind of like implement themselves into the wedding party. So during the ceremony, just to get these beautiful, colorful pictures, she and her team will dress up in a dress code of the wedding, and they have like the strategic places like in the front row, somewhere like in the middle. So on the photograph you will have all of these beautiful pictures of the super like to the details color coordinated wedding. But in the end of the day, it's not the guest, but it's her team. So I would say, like, even today, the established professionals like you are, like Carrie, they still work on investing something in the weddings or like in editorials to showcase their portfolio from the best way. And here's like here's like an amazing backstage from the Chateau de Villette, because we're gonna come back there with Roman on October 1st, and we're gonna host the group editorial for photographers. And just think about it. This is the 18th century chateau, and they have this amazing hidden pool, so you can dance in it. So they're using it for like the dance party, and it just become the pool. So this is a
surprise.
Surprise. If you want to get rid of your guests earlier, just push the button and then you're gonna leave. Yeah, so we're still investing a lot, and that's why we became this idea of creating all of these editorials, because yes, you can experiment a few with your style, you can relax and work on your own schedule, work on your own timing to shoot like the beautiful pictures. And yes, you will have in a portfolio exactly what you want to sell to your clients.
No, I think that the biggest outcome that it changed the game, because you get the feedback from the couples and planners, because they buy what they see, right? And if they don't see what they want, they cannot hire you. So that was, I think, the best payback, that Roman took his shot, invested, changed a lot, and then he got the feedback. That's really great. So, and this is the Sunstone Winery, and we just confirmed this new venue, the only one in the United States. It's in California, where we will do the group editorial this year. So we just wanted to share today that this is such a great news, and maybe for those of you who mostly interested in the American market, this is a great opportunity to join us and create this portfolio, because we haven't announced it yet. We just confirmed it maybe like this week on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next
Moving
step.
on to the networking, and there were a lot of advices that networking is crucial for the wedding industry, because wedding industry is very diversified, or let's say it's all the circles. And to enter the circle, you need to know people, you need to connect people, because people hire people, and everyone understands, I believe, the importance. But the most common question I've been asked, and me and Daria have been asked from the wedding professionals, like, all right, how can I approach people? Like, shall I just show up, come over to the wedding planner and say hi? How to introduce myself? I know that it's important. I'm just lost. I don't feel confident. I'm too shy. So, but I believe, Roman, that you are one of the professionals who nailed it. And and you keep being very sociable online, both online and offline. So we will break it down into offline networking and online. So can you just elaborate on that? First of all, what was the role and still is of networking in your career? And this is the first. And second, maybe you can give some tips, so you can recall from your memory how you encourage yourself to approach people and introduce yourself. Well, like, maybe you can share some tricks.
Thank you very much for this question, and it's always was a hard part for me because, as you can tell, that you just told that it's I nailed it, but to be honest, I'm not the best professional in this sphere but I know some few things which works for me, and the first of all. It's you have to be natural always. I have to be natural. If I want to meet with someone and I don't curious like what's this person, who is this person, or what things he could tell me, everyone will feel it. I'm so transparent person, so everyone can just read me what I think is on my face always, and I don't want to change it because for me it's easiest and like a energy saving mode. I'm just honest and transparent. So maybe for the future, it would be nice for me to learn how to smile and with the people who I don't like, but it's better just to not meet them, and this is the easiest way. But so what I think about the networking in the wedding market, for sure, people and the wedding planners, they will invite photographer on the way at the wedding who they know more, who they want, and the people usually more have more comfort. It's more comfortable to work with people who they know. And also, the few years ago, we had conversation with you, Alina, Dasha, and some amazing wedding planner from United States, and we asked her, do you ever work with a new blood, with a new photographers? And she like, is it possible to work with you somehow? And she told like, no way, because the risks are too high. It was honest, and it was
it was not easy to digest, but it was honest. Can I work with you?
Yes.
So, like, I didn't follow. Roman, you approached Daria when she was a wedding planner, right? Or you approached someone else?
No.
Remember we done these interviews with Lisa Borsek, Katie Mary, Heather Bellet from numerology.
All right. Yeah.
We've done this interview, and I remember like during this interview, like in the end of that, Roman asked them like, "Can I work with you? Because I would love to." And I don't remember. Maybe it was Lisa, and she no, yeah.
It was you, because you are so good person. You do not put me in such weird position for asking wedding planner to work with them. So you were very kind and polite. So you decided you did it like, do you ever do you search for the new blood or for some new photographers to work with? And it was like I was just listening. Thanks God, because the answer was. No, because the risks are too high, And it's so if you know wedding planner, if you know in person, it's much easier to get the job for sure. So if we have such luxury to be able to ask them to drink a coffee together or to meet somehow, it would be amazing. And it helps a lot when you at least know in person such some wedding planner or some other vendors, or if some, for example, as some celebrities, when they have wedding, they usually ask their photographer who they know, who does they know, who they know, to took the pictures of their wedding, and after that, that photographers become the superstars. So this is so networking is huge, but as far as I know, not like. And when I was in Russia, it was for me super hard to connect some people. I grew up in a small city, not even in Moscow. So to meet new wedding planner, I had to go to Moscow or some wedding planner in the United States. I didn't have possibility to fly there, never, and still don't have. But so we need to do something else. And what can we do? And this is a interesting thing. What I did in my past. First of all, I was always open for any for the shoot which might be interesting for the wedding planners or for other vendors. For example, here you can see for the shoot of the decoration of some wedding. It was in 2018, I guess. So I was just a photographer who took the picture of the decoration. The decorators asked me to come and do pictures, and I did it. And I came and shoot it. It was a long way for me, 2 hours drive. They paid me like very small amount of money, but I was happy about it. And this wedding was very popular in Russia, but I didn't have any connections with a planner who did it, with a couple who were married, and it was one way for me to touch it somehow, and I did it for the shoot. I'm proud for the results, and I like the colors and everything there. And after that, the competitors of this wedding planner asked me to come to shoot their decoration pictures.
They noticed you.
And after, yeah, they noticed you. So I on the in the photography terminology, it's like I come to the map of the photographers to select. So when couple or wedding planner start thinking who they will invite as a photographer to the wedding, they have like a map in their minds, and you need to be on the top of that mind. So, but the first step is to jump in to be on that map. So, and after that, slowly, I start shooting the bigger projects and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And my position on the map became stronger and become stronger and stronger, and I'm still working to have this position very strong. So and the networking part is networking could be through your work as well. And this slide you can see on the left side, it is a portrait of a wedding planner in Russia. We did a beautiful portrait for her. She was very happy, and after that we had lots of photo shoots. For sure, I mean, many of you knows about it. Like you do a headshots of the wedding planner, they invite you as a photographer. It's fine, but I always feel like when I reach out to the wedding planner, I'm one of the 100. I'm in a red ocean. Like many photographers every day texted to the wedding planners. So my approach is to, when I have such luxury to speak with some wedding planner, to be prepared and say like, oh, I love this project of yours, and I love like some specific project you did, and it's very cool. I mean, I'm big respect. But I never ask them, can we work together or can we do something? Because for me, it's much more comfortable to work on my Instagram and on my style, like we did in a previous slide in a workshop. Mm-hmm. I think it works better when you are self-sufficient. I mean, when it's enough work, you already have enough work, and you will not dead if some specific wedding planner will never work with you. So you will be fine. And I'm trying to set this basement for my work. So and at some events when I can meet any wedding planner, I speak with them more relaxed and more personal, because I don't need like something from them. So for me, it's much more comfortable, and it helps to networking, because we can speak like, oh, we can do something. Yeah, let's do. Why not? And it's more natural way of communication with them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let me summarize real quick what I've just heard. So first of all, that I really loved that you create the spark of interest in the person you approach. It's not just, all right, I have a list of planners, I have to approach to them, and this is my job, this is my strategy. No, you try. I mean, still, we are people and we're humans, and you really like choose carefully the people who you like, or you spark this interest, right? Like what specifically I might be interested. This is what I loved. And it also really helps in the approach, and it helps you to be relaxed. Second thing that I really loved, that it doesn't mean like networking, it doesn't mean selling your job yourself right away. It mostly building connections. And of course, it gradually converts into collaborations and work at some point, but it's not right away. And it's also will be honest to say that, yeah, networking takes time. Sometimes it can convert into project right away, especially if you already did your job with the portfolio, for example, and if you will be the top of mind, this planner will check out your Instagram, see those amazing imagery and say, oh, all right, Roman does a great job. Why not to try to work with him? But from your perspective, when you approach them, you just building connection. Your maybe main goal just to meet them and to be top of mind, not pushing your service.
Actually, I don't want to be on the top of mind of some of them by connecting and by speaking with them, because I think it works much better when your all background which you provide as a photographer, if you do pictures which become viral, if you do this, like if you do your job, you can speak with, you can do networking more like a personal. You speak about some topic which not related for work, and you just know person. You don't want to have something from he or she. You just have fun together, and this is the best thing.
This conversation makes you to be top of mind, because if you don't have this
sure.
conversation, they don't know you and then remember. This is
the
takeaway, because if you had a nice conversation about your kids, I don't know, back 5 years back, then you didn't have kids, but maybe about the traveling, etc.
Yeah, you still like
remember, because as we spoke maybe at previous module, that people maybe forget what you said to them, but they never forget how you made them feel. So
exactly.
And if you feel good and relaxed, and of course this feeling of you as a person stays with them. And also what I also wanted to highlight, that even though you kind of been at some point comparably successful, you still agreed to work as a vendor and just to shoot the decor. And it was pretty humble, but it also like turned out a very great move for you, because you've been noticed with other players, with other planners, and they noticed you. And this is also was really contributive to become top of their mind, because again, you showcased your work, not only promised something. That was also really great. And there is another picture with, I believe this is who, Daria?
And then
Yes.
Happy Woman's Collector, yes, back in our editorial, and like Coma, I believe it was Villa Pizza. Yeah. So
this is Villa Pizza for sure.
Yeah. So editorials had a great opportunity to network and to actually to get your first contracts with the people you work around you. So we always have, I mean, any workshop, any editorial, any inspirational shoot, they have like the huge team to work on it. And we have like the planners, the florists, the makeup design artists, I'm sorry, the stationery designers, etc. And this is a great opportunity to actually network. And I believe, so I already knew Anastasia because she was actually one of the first members in the Bad Vibes community. But I believe you met her like on this shoot, on this editorial, and you started working with her. So it was like that easy. So you just, your personality speaks for yourself. And I believe it was maybe Josevia, I'm not sure, but I believe it was him on one of this workshop. And then he said that the wedding industry is the only one industry where you can just connect with the people, like meet someone on a I don't know, editorial, or maybe it's some party, and to nail this 5 and 6 figure contracts the next day, just because this person thought about you, just remembered you, just like this. It's just that easy. So you constantly need to be like on top of mind. You need to connect on Instagram, connect on networking parties, and editorials are, or like workshops, they are the networking parties in the end of the day, because you will go to have a dinner to, I don't know, to celebrate all the amazing work you've done. And that's easy. And like the person will think about you tomorrow because you just done this project together. And yeah, and speaking of online networking, this is really important, and we talked about this with Anastasia, the planner from Lake Como, Happy Moments Collector, a lot. Then she mentioned that it's really important, and she actually started working with so many photographers or like makeup artists who just commented on her stories, and like you said, they were like super natural, super not pushing their services on her, but more like engaging with her, like commenting on her posts, on her stories, sharing their stories. And I know that you're doing the same thing. You're always highlighting the people like whose work you love. Like you're always commenting and posting, oh, this is an amazing designer. Oh, I love the work of this wedding planner. Or, oh, I love this particular project. And even you were like the participant of it, you didn't play any part in this project, you will still praise them. And I believe this is, of course, it comes naturally for you, but from the marketing perspective, this is amazing because the people are just happy because you just praise them. I mean, who doesn't love it? And maybe you can tell a little bit more about it.
First of all, Anastasia is a super beautiful wedding planner, and maybe I need to comment her posts more after you just say that she works with many photographers who does she know. Maybe this is a way to her heart, and it's absolutely, she's a super nice person, and yeah, this is maybe it's a good point for me, but also absolutely, I never do it for reason. I never do any comments for reason, because to be honest, for now I have like 20 emails to reply in my email, and I simply do not have time to read my Instagram a lot, to be like to have I need to comment this specific planner or this specific post. But sometimes it's huge. Sometimes it's when you see the pictures, it's just wow, and I never stop myself to comment because for sure it's I'm trying to be I'm trying to be natural. If I feel something when I see a beautiful post, I will comment. But to be honest, I use my Instagram very rarely, and yes, maybe it's a thing to which comes super naturally from me. So this is my reply to your things about comments. For sure, I know that it's nice. I know some specific rules of Instagram and networking, but to do it to really do it, you need to have more than 24 hours a day. So all my work is
yeah, you can dedicate.
or
I think that the main
yes,
thing
but this is a thing I just want to highlight, that if you hire someone to comment some other posts, for me it's disgusting. Like if you like someone's post, you do it by your hand. My SMM manager will never do such work, because I want to comment Anastasia's, for example, posts by me, with my heart involved. I cannot do it with all the planners. I cannot do it with only for my work. I can do it only for people who I know and maybe who I like, and it's not a lot of the people. So it's not a way for me to got the new job. The way for me to go, it's more to connect with people, to still be friends. For example, I comment some posts of the wedding planners from Russia, but I do not accept any projects from Russia for now. I do it just because of my personality and because of the personality of the people who I comment. So it's as a marketing instrument, I think there are many marketing instruments, and this one I use only by my heart, never for some reason.
That's a great comment. Yeah, that's a great comment. And I see that the chat is very silent. So guys, if you have some comments or questions, you totally can put in the chat, and we on our end will try to expedite our conversation. At the same time, I'm a marketing person, right? So I also want to involve the people in like who are like with us today. Everyone is different, and I mean, we are listening today to Roman's journey, and a lot of things comes naturally from him, but not everyone is natural, right? In connections and commenting. So I would encourage you still to take notes. And sometimes, especially when you never did that, it takes an effort to make the first step, and then it comes naturally. Roman is 12 years in the industry, and sometimes it feels natural just because you really like the memory tricks you and you don't remember how hard it was sometimes. Even to send comment to some of the upscale planners because you are too small and too shy, and maybe they will consider that you're bugging them and that you're a pest. So that's why I really encourage you, like, even if Roman says that it's natural to them and it's not natural to you, still take note and maybe try, and it will grow in you. Something won't grow, something will grow, and this is totally worth doing and trying. So moving on, this is personality. Roman, I don't know if you guys, as we speak, checking his Instagram, or you already been following Roman. I'm a big fan of the way he's showing up himself. And I'm like a broken record. I always say that we work with a lot of talented artists, and I would say that around half of them really way too shy to show up themselves. And that's why like it's their way too shy when they preparing for the wedding. When it's a wedding day, they never love to do backstage because they say that, oh my god, we are like headless chicken, we are so busy, we don't want someone to film us, and like I don't want to share my private life because this and that and blah blah blah. There is always a reason. What I usually say to my team, there is always a reason why something didn't happen or doesn't happen, but what we do to make it happen. So coming back to Roman, you really do a great job showing up yourself. So maybe you can comment. I know that the answer will be it comes naturally. That's we know. Beyond that, do you put any effort?
So,
Do you have some kind of, how you decide what to share, what to not to share, and how to balance your professional content with your private one? Maybe, and I'm also not really less interested in the way you do it right now because you established. I'm more interested in your journey, and maybe also how the personality and showing up yourself with your wife helped you. Try to let's be
yeah.
that angle.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And as you mentioned at the beginning of this interview, of this live session, you, Dasha, and you were working with me a lot in the past. In a few years, 5 years, I think we were working with Dasha 5, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
yeah, it was so far. And some things are just inside my, like, they ideas came to me so many years ago. So for now, I feel them like it's everyone thinks the same and everyone knows it, and it's like a basement of the new society and new world. Yeah, common known things. But I think it came from Dasha and you, Alina. First of all, I know that it's nice to show your personality in your social media. It's nice, and we need to do it somehow. And for me, the biggest problem was to understand how can I do it. Because, for example, when I shoot any wedding and I put pictures in Instagram, I came to the super beautiful locations with the super beautiful people and super specific, the best light possible. And I shoot with the best technique possible. I can use this historical moment. And after that, I put and also I put my soul into the pictures. I put lots of energy, and then my photographer will understand me that you put lots of energy when you took the pictures. So, and after that, when you are relaxed, you are just living your normal life. You do not dress super nicely, and you do not put so much. You don't have so much energy as you spend at work for the pictures, like you do on the way to supermarket. As you can see on the right picture, it's a way to the supermarket for my family, with my family. So what can I do? I cannot take my camera, my gear with me always to do as the same beautiful pictures. So I decided to split. I know that I need to show my family, but I cannot do a proper photo shoot to stay every time when I put the pictures from my family in the Instagram, the quality is always not the same as I have, because I use iPhone instead of the cameras and etc. Even like Q2, I have the quality of the pictures. I need to spend more time. And my wife, Nadia, she told me, oh, come on, let's go. We cannot. Also, I have a toddler, and many people who have kids will understand that it's not possible to do. You will need to provide the same quality content as you do for weddings. You need to spend too much effort. So I decided to put in the story, just as it is, some life I have. For example, here you can see the way to and I decided to work not on the way how to shoot my personal life. I decided to create environment around me, beautiful by nature. So we are living in Como. It's a beautiful place, and for sure, it's very easy for me to do beautiful pictures in front of the beautiful buildings, because I'm living in a beautiful place. But in my past, I didn't live in such a beautiful place. I was living in Obninsk, a very small city of Russia, and it's beautiful in its own way, for sure, but not like Italian cities, for sure. So it took many efforts for me to come here, to be able to live here officially and with everything, with all the documents. And it was many efforts. It was hard. I'm far from my family, but I'm kind of satisfied with that. For me, it's also very nice. I mean, that I can just take a camera and take a picture. As you can see, for example, the other thing why I show my family a lot, that's, first, I love them. I want to keep these memories. And we have an idea with Nadia, my wife, that if you do not take a picture, you will forget about some specific event. So we are kind of trying to save beautiful moments of our life, naturally, for sure, but also we're trying to save them for to think about it in the future. When you open your Instagram, I have these pictures are in my, you can see that it's on the top of the pictures is like a life 15. So this is the highlights in Instagram under the number 15. So I have 15 full highlights saved with the pictures of my daughter and my wife. So it's like, I know that it's not, I mean, when you go to other photographers' websites or Instagrams, you can see the beautiful highlights. It's nailed, and like it's all about the photo shoots they have. It's very good approach. Yeah, with the beautiful avatars everywhere. It's a very beautiful way to present their work, and some of them more successful than me. And but I'm trying to take some job by the quality of my works. And I mean, it's always if your clients think about you, they always take in consideration other photographers. And some of them might have a beautiful highlight in Instagram. Some of them might have beautiful profile picture, beautiful website, many things which photographer can do. And it's not 100% necessary to have everything ideally. Some of that might be just a picture of with iPhone of your family. But what can I do? I can improve the background at least, or the clothes we wear. As you can see here, I am black and white person. My wife here is she's black, so I just throw out all the clothes which I don't like. I don't have many clothes, but at the moment I don't like it, I just throw it away and never wear. So like an ordinary way to the supermarket for me is we have some kind of aesthetic, because because I dress properly always. So
Yeah.
that's why it's easy for me.
Yeah, so I'm speaking of background. So this is the thing that they wanted to mention. So it's so you just mentioned that it wasn't easy for you, but you just moved to like the Lake Common because there's market art, there's like lots of weddings are happening exactly in this location. So that's why it was the point for you to move there. And we talk about it a lot, and especially considering like Instagram today. I mean, Instagram is constantly changing, and I remember the time in I mean, after all of these ugly filters in the beginning, there was a time that we needed to post all of these beautiful photos just from the professional camera, etc., etc. But today, and we need to be careful and just keep up with all the trends. Today, it's really important to be kind of to mix it, all the professional photos from our projects. It doesn't matter if you're like the planner or like the florist or the photographer, and mix it with a raw candid photos or reels from your iPhone camera or whatever camera you have, like whatever phone you have. And we talked about it a lot with you, that it's really important for you to be a part of your client's world, meaning, and we talked about it in our lessons, in our modules, that you need to, so if you have the specific portrait of your target audience, you know who they are, you know what kind of magazines they read, like, or blogs, media, you know where they travel for vacation, you know what kind of brands they prefer, what kind of cars they drive, and it's really important for you to be the part of this world, because they want a creative partner. They do not want to hire the vendor. If we talk about upscale and luxury market, and we do. So it's really important for you to, like you said, yes, you wear black and white, but it's important that you always showcase the brands that you can actually wear, like the Prada shoes, the Balenciaga t-shirt, the Hermes bag, or etc., etc. I know that you're the Prada fan. Yeah, so, and like the car, and you driving the Mercedes nowadays, and it's really important, and you showcasing it. It's something that you really enjoy. I mean, who doesn't enjoy all of these nice things? And but it's also the way that you speak with your clients. It's kind of like, we call it non-verbal communication, but you showcase it a lot on your Instagram. Yes, that you enjoy this, you live in this particular location. It's really easy for your clients to understand that, okay, if they will book you, you do not need to travel, and you know the area a lot, you can recommend the best spots. But even if you do not live there, and your clients will pay for your logistics, for all your trailers, all your flights, it's really important to showcase that you're the part of the world, to show that you're enjoying the same things. You're going for the same presentation, to the same theaters, all the restaurant openings, all the shows, you're driving the same car. So we believe this is something that you need to work on. And I think you will agree with me, because you work on it a lot. And like you said, it wasn't easy for you to even like move to
So
the
if it's not given to you, this is somewhat to put efforts, not only nailing the portfolio, but also focusing on where you live, how you live, and of course, at the end of the day, how you showcase that. All right, so let's like come into I would say that will be like the last point of the journey. It is a gratitude journal. So I think that, again, we always encourage everyone to praise yourself on the Instagram. I cannot even the praise, but maybe celebrate your life and admire some kind of, not even the big achievements, but everything that happening with you in your professional life every day. And there are some examples what Roman did, and I think that, Roma, you can totally bring up more, that, for example, you made the extended storytelling about the office in Lake Como, and that's really amazing that you made this step, you made this decision, and it helped you also in your positioning and securing your private life, let's say distinguish your private life and work life and keeping this balance. And also, if you meet some amazing people in Lake Como, you take selfie and post it right away. And everything that happens with you, not even like the big award or publication, right? But even some kind of medium and small achievements, I cannot say achievements, all right, like some things, the good thing that happen, you always share and they celebrate. And your audience also celebrate that with you. And I would say, again, I will comment as a marketing person that the impression it makes on your audience and even the random person who just saw you on Instagram because, I don't know, someone reposted, for example, your post, it makes an impression that, oh my God, this guy is like thriving. Everything happens, always like happening in his life. He's always meeting people, making his life a better world, or like he's working at some amazing locations with some amazing people, and this is like what you gradually do. So I don't know if Roman, you want to comment on that, but that is like, as a marketing person, I'm in a big awe of everything that how you celebrate your life, and I encourage everyone also to approach your life as a gratitude journal. And yeah, it makes things easier what to post and what to share with people.
I just as I told you, I can post some things in my stories in Instagram easily because it's like now non-filtered version of my life. So if I made this decision to rent an office, it's a big decision in my life because never ever before I was working in office because I'm a photographer. For what reason I need to have office? And I did it and I shared it, and it was because it was big decision for my life. And the same when I did the selfie with Rachel, we were working together, and for me, I remember this moment. I just catch her. This is the back of her car and the frame. You can see it. She was like on the way to go somewhere, and I was like, Rachel, please, can I do selfie with you? Yeah, it was like that because for me, she's like Olympic level professional, and I was so proud.
Like she's the owner of Lake Como Weddings, one of the most established wedding agencies at Lake Como. Yeah, just if someone doesn't know.
Yeah, and I remember the moment after that when I spoke with one of the guests, and I just was like, I just take a picture with your planner. Because at the end of the day, all the guests was like, Roman, you're so good. It was so big fun to work with you. And I was, yeah, me too. And I also did it was a moment when everyone drinks something in a small shots. And Rachel was with us, and I just spoke with one guest and told him, like, I did it. For me, she's a god. I mean, your planner of your friends she's a goddess. She's a superb, and I'm so happy to be here, guys. Picture for me, this picture for me, like the picture with you and your president. And the guy told me, like, give me a second, take his phone, open his profile picture on Facebook, and it was a picture of him with Joe Biden. After that, he scrolled it, and it was a picture with Barack Obama. And I was like, what do you for living, man? And then I just do money for presidents. And I was like, salute. We were cheers. And it was so cool moment, so good story for me to tell. Because for me I did it naturally, because for me to take a picture with Rachel is like a dream for Russian guy. I flew to Italy from Russia that for this specific wedding, and to be there, it's impossible. But it was possible, and I'm so happy that I can save this moment, and I'm still very proud. And for sure, I'm still very proud, and I love this picture, and I love all the emotions we have about this wedding, and like everything was just fine for me.
All right. So yeah, that's a great comment. And speaking about this gratitude journal, again, we encourage you guys who are now watching this interview, just to take picture maybe of the session, and we did we intentionally made this slide for that and post it on your Instagram, also saying that you're learning how to work on Lake Como, or you're planning just some project on Lake Como, whatever you feel more comfortable to post and to comment on. It also will be part of your 2 days gratitude, right? Because I believe that everyone just had some cool insights where you can implement further. So, and with that, I think we are moving to the last. I promise the last was the previous one, to the last point of the journey.
Yes, so it's really important, and we'll talk about it again a lot, to appear as a top-notch professional. So it comes, it always starts with the features and all of these publications. And we just remembered when we were preparing before the session that Roman's first publication, first feature was on the cover of Wet Vibes magazine, because in the beginning, like at the start, we were a magazine, the digital and print magazine, and we slowly converted because the media was dying, the print was dying, and we slowly converted ourselves to the blog version of it. So yeah, and it's even the publications, they always come with a networking, because whenever you just meet and once again, behind all of this media, and I believe we will have the Shelby Wax. She's one of the contributors to the Vogue magazine, and she's writing all of this amazing articles for the Vogue, for Harper's Bazaar, I believe, as well, from the New York Fashion Week, Barcelona Fashion Week. She also observes all the trends happening on the vanity market, and maybe she will talk a lot about how to network, how to approach her specifically. But once again, in the end of the day, it's all about human connection, and even communicating and finding the people who actually work behind the scenes, who actually do all these amazing articles for the Wet Vibes, I don't know, Style Me Pretty, Kerosene Cake, Vogue, etc. It also can give you an opportunity to showcase your work in this amazing media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think before we will move to the Q&A session, right, I just want to quickly wrap it up, because it was a long discussion and I just want to cover every point, and you can again make the checklist for yourself. So the first one is creating portfolio with editorials, and for Roman specifically, that was a turning point when he invested into the portfolio, and then he invested into the shoot, and then the couple started reaching him out and selecting him for the wedding day. The number one is networking, offline or online, both really effective, and choose your style, try to be natural. Again, if it doesn't feel like natural, start doing that and it will grow in you. Number 3 and 4, it's pretty much close. It's showing up personally, share some parts of your life that you're most comfortable with, and also live the same life with your clients, meaning that the places you visit, the places you travel, what kind of car you drive. I mean, a little bit, let's say, show off. For some of you, it's more natural to have like amazing brands in your outfit. For some of you, less, but still pay some attention to pay some attention to that in living the life and showcasing.
One note I have: it's very hard to drive the same cars as your clients have, because they are. I have a video of my daughter sitting in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and she didn't want to go out because it was.
Your clients have many
she
cars.
liked it.
This is just one of them.
Yeah, yeah, that's. Yeah, this is just one of them. But sometimes
yeah, this is one of my favorite stories. So I had a client, and so for her own clients, I mean, she was a wedding planner, and what she did, she didn't have her own office, so she always scheduled her meetings in one specific restaurant in the center of the city, with like this glass wall. So, and she booked a specific table, so her clients would for sure would face the road, like the street, and she will be like casually late. I mean, just maybe for a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes top. And she would, like, for each of this meetings, she would hire this luxury car. I don't even remember the brand and the make, but it was a cabrio and it was in the red color. This I remember. And she would casually be late for a couple of minutes, but they would see at a specific table facing this, like the street, they will see her parking and just slowly climbing out of this car. And yeah, it wasn't hers, but it was a rental and it worked.
You made the right impression. All right. So there are all of tricks and etc. But still, you can start paying attention, and you will find your way. And I believe the last one is publications, of course, and PR, and work on that, because this is something that gives you credit. Because if you praise yourself, that's great. By the way, there is a gratitude journal. So if you praise yourself, that's great. But if someone else praises yourself and someone else gives you recognition, that even worth more in the eyes of the planners and of the partners and clients. And the last piece is a gratitude journal. Basically, celebrate your achievements, even small ones. Every day, try to think what happened in my professional life. Maybe I get some kind words from my couple. You can even recall some project that you had in past and post them saying, oh my God, this is like an anniversary of my last time working in Chateau de Villiers or wherever. So this is a quick summary, and thanks everyone who watched that. And now the floor is yours. I saw some comments in the chat. Yeah, Roman.
Just one thing, just a little note. The previous slide was very important for me, and I want to highlight it. If you don't mind, we go back a little. Just a very quick note that it was a slide about top-notch quality.
Yeah.
Of the works of the photographer. And I feel when I put something on Instagram, or I just sent any photo shoot, which I was think before I came to the field, I was prepare some things, some set my goals for this specific photo shoot, and I achieved them. After that, I feel that whole universe and environment around me become more like the doors open after the good photo shoots. That was when we did it with Daria a few years ago with this editorial projects. And also it comes to me after any good projects I shoot, like new clients, and I like start believing myself more. And after that, I like the whole things collected together. So, and to create, I mean, and at my level, when I shoot the big weddings many times, I understood that I cannot be everywhere, and I need to have my team, and I need to have a team of photographers. It's very important for me to have they can shoot something very good, like decor pictures or some guest pictures or some other pictures, the groom's pictures. And at a certain level of the career of the photographer, you need to provide these results, and it's very hard to do them. So the part of my approach was to create an educational program from which I take my photographers in my team with the exams. But the idea behind that, you can show your life, or you cannot show it at all. But it's like the whole world of the photography, of this market is you always under consideration, and you put like you always try to to give idea that you are the best choice to the your clients. And the easiest way of making the best option is to be very, very good professional. To shoot beautiful pictures, it's so simple, but it's vital. And the success of our editorial project few years, which we have with Daria, it's because it was very good. Everything was there very good. And you need, if you do educational, if you do editorial projects, it's not absolutely waste of money if you work with a not good team, because in the market now so many editorials. But if you work with a team who can provide you super results, super beautiful dresses, super models with the team who have experience, it can change your career. But if you go just to shoot some other lady in some other dress somewhere, even in Goma here, it will not have anything, because like, oh, okay, one more editorial project. I've seen a lot. So it's a super, the most important part is a real quality of the work. I think the same it works with a stylist. If you are makeup stylist and you do just the makeup which your client asks you to do, you will be like one of 100, one of the million. If you do your own projects and you show what you can do, and you can do it, you can work as a stylist, not just for makeup and hair also, and you can create a style of the whole photo shoot. Who except you can do this? That designer, they will never come to the wedding projects, or maybe they will, and they will be planners after that. So the idea is that if you provide something which make the final outcome is really cool, your planner, you decided to remove all the flowers and put on only candles. Your planner, you decided to do some specific things to find the 100 taxi cars in New York and do a photo shoot of your couple on the roof of these taxi cars. Maybe you can imagine the many pictures. I mean, in the past, very good photographers did such pictures of a traffic jam of the taxi and the lady on the top of one of them. So, for example, if you do this, you will be successful if you provide something new. And the idea of the whole marketing things is just to show your work after at the end of the game. So you just show what you did, but you need to do something cool.
To do something cool. Yeah, that's a fair point, and thank you for bringing it up, because the product is important. It's a crucial role, right? And product for you, it's the pictures. For the floral designer, it's the floral arrangements and decor. For the planner, is overall creative idea. So this is
one second. You just tell floral designers, it's provide flowers, but if we will remove from the floral designers, we will remove the designer, or we will remove floral, we will have designers. If you will see the fashion show, for example, of the Bureau Bitac, which do you know Bureau Bitac? This is the guys who did the fashion show of Yves Saint Laurent, etc., and other things, or Villa Eugene. It's like French competitors. They are designers, but that's not necessary that they are floral designers. And just a few days ago, I've been in some photo shoot here in Como, and it was a decor without flowers. And I was like, wow, come on, is it possible? So, because I've seen any flowers, and you can see here the flowers, natural one. So, I mean, if it's interesting, if you are a floral designer, it's not necessary to use floral, like flowers. It's not necessary. But necessary is to create a cool design. So the same with the wedding planners. I know one story about the cool planner thing. Can I tell about it? So the story was about why planners always want to work with the photographers that they was working before and that they knew. And sometimes they are trying to tell the couple to not work with their photographer, to the couple's photographer, and work with the planner's photographer. Because, for example, in one wedding planner in Russia, they created 3-day event in the Volga River. It's a big river. They put a very beautiful boat and they put all the guests in the boat. It's like if you've seen the Death on Nile movie with Hercule Poirot, the beautiful boat there. So the long story short, they hire, and as one stop of this boat, they in Russia there is a small cities, and you can find the old ladies who sell you sunflower seeds. So the planners came to this specific place, paid off to all these old ladies for their sunflower seeds, bought them, and replaced these old ladies with actors, and gave them envelopes made by newspapers, which was printed in the day of the birthday of the couple. It's like a bride and groom, they have a birthday, and they go to archives and they found these newspapers and put the sunflower seeds in that. So the guests slowly stop in one small city, one of the many others, stop, and actors start selling them these sunflower seeds. And what do you think? The clients were super happy about it. It was like a mind-blowing things. Or you all, maybe you remember this beautiful wedding in a parking spot in some American city. It's like a wedding in a parking.
Mhm.
So if in parking lot. So this is what I'm talking about. If we provide some cool results, even if you planner or you makeup artist or you flower designer or you photographer, if you provide something very cool, after that, then very important to show it nicely, and you will be proud to show it in your Instagram. You will not be shy. So it's one of the way to work with your if you're shy. So this is a speech from my heart. I'm sorry for delay and
we are with you
in this conversation.
All right, and thank you so much for this story. That was really very thoughtful. And yeah, that's again how to stand out. Every time when you just average, you will be one of 100. But if you try to think and really stand out, and then you use marketing to make your work be noticed, this is how it works, for sure. So, all right, now thanks everyone who stayed till the end. And like as we promised, the floor is yours. And I saw there were some questions in the chat, but the best version, if you can raise your hand and just turn on your mic and ask your question, and Roman will answer all of them. So who want to be the first? Sabina, maybe I see that. Natalia. All right, Natalia. Hi. Yeah, and also Sabina, you want to say, you will be the next one. All right, Natalia, you can unmute yourself and go ahead.
You cannot go wrong with me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hi, Roman. So much value in your words. So, question real quick. So you did say after that workshop that you did, everything changed. Like what can you say exactly changed? Like what would be your biggest takeaway from what exactly changed?
It was I think that the very big part of that is like you become proud of your work. So I came back to Russia and I was a person, hey guys, I know how to shoot cool. I know how to do popular pictures. So, and I just believe in myself. So it was like a very, very important part. After that, I was a person who did these pictures. Like every time when I come to the room, when I speak with any couple, when I speak with any planner or other photographer, I was the person. I was thinking about me that, yeah, you are that person who was in Como and did these pictures. And I was like proud of it. And it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot of my way of speaking with people. It give me more a feeling of that I'm professional, and for sure I came on map of many planners and the brides. And so for now, few months ago, maybe 1-2 months ago, I put a reel in Instagram. Actually, my team helped me to do this. My assistant shoot this video, my manager create a reel, and it's like 8.2 millions of views in this video. And now I feel that I can do reel very popular. I can do it. I have proof of it. And if you ask me about how to go to Como and to sit in the boat and to do something, I can provide, I feel, I believe, and I really can provide a very beautiful outcome. So this is the biggest changes. But if in terms of numbers, 2018, I have 25, 30 projects. With the next, after the photo shoots in Como with Daria, I have 50 or 45 weddings with the bigger prices, with the higher prices. And the next year I have 80 big weddings in Russia and 10 small photo shoots with the prices twice higher than it was before. So it's like a 4 times multiplication.
So
It's in terms of numbers.
right. So like you never done photo shoots in Como before that, like at all.
I did.
Oh, you
No,
did?
I did 2 or 3 weddings before that photo shoots.
So like how I still don't understand like how it actually changed, because like you did exactly how you wanted to do those pictures, because like you obviously like created the you had like this idea and you created that, because like you don't have that much freedom with actual weddings. Like I cannot put 2 and 2 together for some reason.
Yeah, sure. I will explain. For me, it's very clear, but I want to share this clearance with you. So tell me, what is unclear?
Yeah. So like you did shoot
Yeah.
weddings in Como before, right?
I
So
did. I
but
did.
but then you did this workshop in Como again, but it was workshop, right? So like what's
Yes.
different? Like what was the like what hit you differently? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand you. So I did a few weddings before that, and the first wedding of Como made me feel that I'm good enough to shoot here, and it was nice. The second I came, it was like, get used to it. I've already been here. It's not the first time. But after that, I understood that when you shoot weddings in Como, there is here many transfer problems, wind problems, and it's always like that. It's always like in any photo shoot, you always have some problems. Rain, the dresses, something else,
It was not ideal.
etc.
Like you polished
It's not
much
ideal.
on you at your workshop.
Yeah, exactly. In a workshop, I have the dresses there are super nice. It's not always like that when you do photo shoots. It's so the dresses, makeup artists, and also the villas. I came to Como before. I didn't have access to such a super villas. And I have about Villa Balbiano, which is behind me here. You can see it. I've been there yesterday. And there is a swimming pool inside the villa. And Jose Villa posted a picture of the bride from that swimming pool in 2018, half year before I came to the villa with Dasha, with wedding wives. No, with wedding wives. It was a part of, and I was like, oh fuck, sorry, oh fuck, and started. This is impossible. The level of the aesthetic of this place, because it's like a sky and on the paintings on the walls, and it's even swimming pool so beautiful. And I was like, oh la la, this is this is not possible at all. This is like a freaking another world. So Jose he's a super good photographer, but this one is just my mind was blown. And when I came to this villa half a year after that, was because of the wet wipes, I shoot the same location. I understood like many things. So it's a different story when you just shoot in Como and you shoot in such specific places. And also, I remember my stories like this price for this villa to rent is 60,000 euro. Was like, woo! It was
Yeah, it's
so
basically, so if
big
I
amount
will
of money.
just chime in, is kind of, so we set like the higher standard, so it's a venue, it's a matter of the venue of the team, because like we put together and like we always try to do that as on our tutorials. We pay for them. So I just saw this question from Anna, that if you like the vendor and who wants to actually create a tutorial, you need to pay for the models, for like the shipment of the dresses, the payment for rental of this venue, etc., it could come at tens of thousands of dollars, and we take care of it. And that's why we just created this group tutorials opportunity to hire, like to invite more photographers and to give them exposure. And we also invite planners and makeup artists there, and the floral artists, of course. So we kind of get this higher budget and we just split it. So it's going to be more affordable for people, but they will have the opportunity to shoot in these amazing places. Otherwise, they need to pay. And we actually pay these villas, like it could be like $10,000 to just rent it. And this is easier for you to create to actually have an access. And what Roman did after that, he posted like lots of stories and post like, okay, we just saw this amazing villa, and just Sevilla was there just before us, and blah blah blah, and House of Gucci was here. And it just gives people the perspective that it just, oh my God, he just worked here. And I love this idea that he just mentioned that he had this self-confidence, and you cannot buy it. After you work in some particular spaces, you've been published somewhere, like featured somewhere, you have this inner self-confidence, and you just walk in a room differently. And you mentioned this story at every opportunity you got.
Yeah.
You know, then it was published in Vogue, and it just
Oh yeah, when I did the shoot at Villa Balbiana.
Yeah.
Really
So
quick,
guys, for
I'm
Gemini.
pretty sure you did that, Roman, but I was just wondering, like, did you recycle that content like pretty often, or that was just like 2 or 3 posts and that's it? Or you was recycling,
he still
recycling,
does.
recycling?
He's still
Unfortunately,
still
That's
unfortunately, I
fortunately,
cannot
you're one of the
recycle it.
lucky ones. That's awesome. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
still posts.
Yeah, he still posted. If you look at
Thank you.
his feed, he still posted. So, all right, I think we have 1 more minute for one question. And
Sure.
so Sabina wanted to say, I know that Sabina, it was hard job to raise your hand with Zoom. So just
Hi.
go on. There is Sabina and I believe Anna maybe. All right, Sabina, the floor is yours.
Hi, thank you, Roman, so much for all this information. And I love your work, obviously. And I just wanted to see, you mentioned that it's really hard. I'm Italian, I'm German-Italian, and I live in the United States. I live in Florida. And I've been shooting weddings for about 10 years now. And I have been to Florence and I worked with a wedding planner, but in my kind of, I'm not that big. So for me, it's basically right now, my clients still choose me. I'm like a one-man show. I shoot with my husband, and I got a wedding in Florence because the couple, she was American, he was German. I speak German, Italian, French, couple of languages. So the parents were already like, hooray, we have somebody who can translate and who, you know, doesn't make us feel awkward. And it was amazing. But I have not worked really with, I have worked in the States with wedding planners who basically chose, you know, gave the couple of photographers and they chose me through their work. But like, since I am from Milano, I would love to go back and shoot more weddings in Italy, like Lake Como, obviously. But how do I even get in contact? Because you just mentioned if the wedding planner doesn't know you, it's very unlikely she chooses you. Would it be wise to go like on my next summer vacation with my family, just to go there and maybe ask for a meeting? Or how do you approach this? How can somebody who is not as known and not as big, and I'm still learning, and have an opportunity to weddings in Italy? It doesn't have to be the ones you shoot, but just start simple, like with a smaller one, maybe 35 to 40 people, like more in an intimate setting, less decoration, smaller budget. Is there place for people like me?
First of all, you are very lucky, in a good position that you can speak so many languages, and big respect. Absolutely. The second thing, you're so lucky you're born in Milano, so it's you're familiar with the area for sure. And it's a good point. I think it's a good point for your clients, because they will consider you as a person who are like a local, who knows everything, and that you can help them with the translation. So it's like a definitely plus when they are, even you are under consideration of the clients. So for me, I believe the idea that if you go somewhere, even for vacation, the people start thinking that you are familiar with the place, and some of your clients will ask you, oh, you've been in Como, or you've been in Milano, or maybe you can suggest us nice restaurant, and maybe you can go with us and do photo shoot. So it slowly works like that. But it's a very nice beginning of that. It's to start, just come here for vacation. This is a very natural process as well. Or to come here for any photo shoots. You can. When I remember in my past, when I just tell to one couple we have engagement for the shoot, wedding plus engagement for the shoot before, and I told them, guys, what about to do it in Crimea? It's a beautiful place of Russia and Russia, Ukraine. I mean, we will not go to these
My best
topics.
friend is
So this is my wife Ukrainian, I'm Russian. One
same,
of
my best
photographer in
friend
my team.
Russian, her husband Ukrainian. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like other topic. So, and I told my clients, hey guys, let's go, and they were like, let's go. This was like just to have fun, because they have wedding. Why not go to some kind of pre-wedding honeymoon, and you can suggest them to go to place you know well because you're born there, and they she born there, she can come. So this you will have your first portfolio after that, and this is little steps, and you know how it works.
Helps. Thank you so much.
Sure, my pleasure.
Thank you, Sabina.
Hi, thank you so
Coming
much.
to Florida
Thank you,
soon, maybe we
Sabina.
can. All right, so I see there are more questions, but we suggest just to wrap it up. It's been a great conversation. So guys, if you won't mind, just to email us your questions and we will pass it over to Roman, and I believe Roman will get back to you, right? Just for the sake of time.
Sure.
So let me just, on behalf of Wet Vibes team, say big thank for you, Roman, that been super honest and for giving such an extended answers, not just generic, you know, something that everyone knows about networking and editorials, etc. Really going into details and bringing up some memorable moments from your career or from other people's career. And I believe that you did such a great point that, of course, it starts with your excellence in your portfolio or in the work you do. And of course, you use marketing, just give it exposure, just make it seen. And yeah, that was so great. And
Alex just actually put in a chat our email, hello@webvibes.media. Just please drop your questions here if you still have any. We will happy to answer them and pass over to Roman.
yeah, so thank you everyone for joining today, and I believe that we will meet soon for the next live session. And yeah, if you have some other questions, comments, ideas about next live session, we are always welcome. And if you enjoy this live session journey with us, never hold yourself and just reach out and give us also some feedback and the praise and maybe some ideas how you want to organize them. It can be just an open discussion, maybe, if you like it better. All right, so with that, we will release ourselves and have a great day for those who are in California, like me, Daria and Alex, and like the great night for those.
Good evening and good night. Yeah.
And Australia,
Thank you very much.
you will watch the recording. All right.
Okay, Scott, I can see a question about December editorial. We will pass over to our talents team. They will
connect with you. Yeah, if you guys really interested in editorials, you can totally hit us email and we will like get back to you with all the details. And of course, there is a schedule on the website, webvibes.media on our website. There is a schedule and you can also look into that. All right. Thank you, everyone. That was a great journey.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.